Okay, when we come to retry logic, as I said to people, we have in two types. One is in the class level, another is like while runtime. So okay, first we'll see like how we'll do why class level. So as I have written here, like if you want to retry at the class level, you will have to create two classes, right? One is a normal classes to which you want to retry. Another is one retry analyzer. So how it works, just I'll show it to you people. Okay, so the thing whichever I'm retrying, I'll just keep it in util. Okay, so that it will be like differentiated and it will be easy. Okay, retry. I've created one class as IRetryAnalyzer. Okay, this IRetryAnalyzer implements, okay, IRetryAnalyzer. Okay, and it has one like unimplemented method. I'll add that method. Okay, so here my actual logic comes. What initially I'll do int, I'll give one counter. I'll give one counter value. Counter equal to, I'll make it to 1. Okay. Then I'll make the retry thing. How many times I want to retry? Retry limit I want to give. I want to try as of now for 3 times. Okay. Here inside this your actual code comes if, okay, your counter is less than your retry limit. Okay, your retry limit, then what you'll do, you'll just increase your counter value. Okay, then return true. Okay, done. This is my retry logic. Okay, so I'll just show you people how we can implement in our test class just by showing one example. Just assume that I have my class. Okay, okay, retry class level test. I told you, right? Class level test. Okay, I'll just write my test case. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll just do here one thing. I'll create one test case at the rate test. Okay, public void test1. Okay, I have created system.out println. This is my test1. Okay, this is done. I'll create my 4 test cases in the same way. Okay, and I'll just name these test cases. Okay, I'll just name it as 2, I'll name it as 3, and I'll name it as 4. Done, right? But how do I know that like I have included this like retry method here? So how do I do like method level inside the class? You will have to give it in method. Okay, I'll just give it retry analyzer. Okay, they have equal to, you will have to give your retry analyzer method. Okay, my retry analyzer was inside this, right? Retry analyzer spice.qa.util. This is my thing dot class. Okay, but I want to make sure that okay, purposefully I'll fail this test case. Okay, purposefully I'll fail and show you like how it works. Okay, and I equal to 10/0. Okay, this will fail, right? For sure it will fail. Okay, and I'll fail this test case as well. 1 and 3 I'll just fail and show you. Okay, now just will execute. Now we have 4 test cases, right? Usually if you were running, it had to like execute 4 times, right? Now just will run and see if it works or if we have to do any changes. Okay, there are like 6 times. See, my test 1, test 2, test 3. This was I have included in method level right here inside the test. So it is retrying for so many times. Okay, so same thing I'll include for this method also. Okay, I'll include for this. Okay, okay, now I'll just execute and see again. I'm telling that particular test case, so retry. See, it is executing test1 3 times, right? Because I've given the limit as 3, right? I've given the limit as retry limit as 3, right? So it is executing so many times. Then test case 2, it didn't have like any retry logic, or see if we have also. So in test case 3, like we have again retry, then it is retrying for so many times. Okay, when it fails, in that case it will just retry. Okay, so this thing is not like accepted, right? This is not the way we are expecting, right? So second method where we come is we have to do it while runtime, because again and again hard coding is not our cup of tea, right? So it is like when you have like 30-40 test cases where you want to retry, it is not that easy, right? So what I'll do is we have a second approach where I'll have to create 2 classes, where one is RetryAnalyzer, which already we have created. One is AnnotationTransformer. Okay. And this RetryAnalyzer, anyways, it is implementing i.RetryAnalyzer. AnnotationTransformer, it will implement IAnnotationTransformer. So how it works, and one more thing what we'll have to do is in XML, this just one listener is there, right? Listener where this listener is there, where you will have to include that annotation transformer. We'll have to include it in XML. Okay, we'll just do and see, it will be more clear to you people. Okay, now we have RetryAnalyzer is there. I have to create one more annotation transformer, right? I'll just create one more in util annotation transformer in order to achieve in runtime. Okay, annotation transformer. Okay, I have created one class as annotation transformer. Okay, this implements IAnnotation transformer of TestNg. Okay, now it has like few implemented methods. I'll just implement. Okay, this just keep it as it is. Okay, in this include one more thing, annotations. Okay, annotation dot set, it was class or something. Okay, after annotation we have then set RetryAnalyzer. We'll have to set the RetryAnalyzer. Set RetryAnalyzer, we have one method called set RetryAnalyzer, where we'll have to indicate that particular class. Okay, this class is our RetryAnalyzer class, which we have, right? We have to indicate it here. So RetryAnalyzer, it is in SpiceJet QA.util, right? I'll just take it and dot class. Done. Now this mapping is done. Okay, I have this and this is implementing this. Now it is like IAnnotationTransformer. I have transform method in that. Like if I just click unimplemented method, it will take by itself. Then in that, like in annotations, I have to set the RetryAnalyzer by mapping my class. Okay, now so much is done. Okay, now like I have to write one test class, right? Okay, retry at runtime. Retry at runtime. Okay, I have created one class. Okay, so in this also, like whichever the classes were there, I'll just copy and paste this test cases. Okay, just to make it like difference, I'll just keep it this. Okay, I have, but how do I handle now, like by itself, like it has to do. So I'll do one thing, I'll create one XML, convert to TestNg test. I have this TestNg suite, right? I'll just create here. Okay, already do I have? Okay, I don't have. I'll just create TestNg, convert to TestNg. I'll just name it as retry runtime. Okay, retry runtime. Okay, I have created my XML, right? I'll just keep retry at runtime one method. Rest of the things I'll remove it off as of now. Okay. Okay, I have this thing. So in this thing, after just my suit tag, I'll have to include the listeners I said, right? I have this listeners, listener open, listener close. Inside the listeners open, listeners close. Inside the listener, I have a class name. Just I'll have to give that. Annotation transformer was that, right? That mapping I'll have to give. Okay, I'll keep it here. Okay, it was just after a suit tag and before a test tag. Class name annotation transformer. Is it like same annotation transformer? Okay, annotation transformer, because it has to, like, you should not go anything wrong. I'll copy paste. If one spelling also is wrong, it will not work. Okay, okay, I have done now. Now I'll just execute this thing. Okay, run as
Package name is not same, com.test.retry.
okay, com.test.util, I think, no, qa.util. See, if your mapping is wrong or if your version is not mismatched, something, no, in that case, you always get it.
com.spicejet.qa.util.
But we'll copy it from here, so it will not go anything wrong. Okay, done. See, when we do like some mapping is wrong or some version is not compatible, right? In that case, always we get TestNg exception. Okay, always you should like different like tools when we use or different version when we use, we'll come across with so many exceptions. So you guys should be aware. In interview also they'll ask the same question like, okay, tell me the list of exceptions which you have come across, just to validate is it your like really you have worked on or you're just you have read it. Okay, so you should tell, at least you should be able to name some 7 to 8 exceptions, and you should be able to explain like when it comes. Okay, now just we'll run and see, run as TestNg suit. Okay, see, it is executing 8 times now at runtime. Now I can just, for whichever my like class or something, if I want to include this retry logic, I'll have to include that particular class here. This will hold good for all the things. So interview question, what they ask is like, how will execute like I have like 50 test cases, as I said yesterday in yesterday's class. As I have like 50 test cases, in that my 20 test cases are getting failed, so I want to try for those test cases. Okay, in this case you will just give a retry logic. Okay, after doing that, like it will execute like so many test cases. Okay, they'll not ask you the particular code and all, but you should know at runtime how you do. You have one method, like you need two classes basically, right? One is like RetryAnalyzer, which implements IRetryAnalyzer. One more is AnnotationTransformer, which implement IAnnotationTransformer. In AnnotationTransformer, you will set your RetryAnalyzer by giving your RetryAnalyzer class name. Okay, and one more thing, when you come to XML, you will just include that particular listeners here. Okay, if you do this, then your retry logic will work. They'll not ask you to code, but you should know this method and how it calls. You should know the flow. Just to execute and see once, it will be more clear to you people. Okay.